Hey, Steve Fritzma here, coming to you with another construction progress video at 1020 Monroe for Monroe Community Church. It was really cool to be here and to sing Salvation Belongs to Our God, the last song from worship this week, and sing in an empty space, but probably the first worship song that's been uttered in this space for many, many years, if ever. And it was just cool to be here and start imagining what God is going to do with the ministries that we're going to be able to do in this space. This building is going to really expand our footprint in God's kingdom and expand what we'll be able to do in terms of our ministry capacity. But here's just a quick update on some of the things that have gone on for the last couple weeks. A lot of the ductwork is installed. A lot of the sprinkler pipe is installed. All of the ceiling gets painted. Volunteers have been scraping the adhesive off the deck so that when it gets painted, it'll be a little less visible. There used to be some funny acoustical panels up there that were ugly and damaged, and those got taken down. Some of them were actually falling off. You can see a lot of the framing is happening. We have both metal studs and wood studs. Here's the framing for the kitchenette. There'll be a serving counter in the front. There's a coiling shutter door to a counter inside that area and the appliances in there. This area is the bathrooms, the unisex toilet, and behind it the shower. You can see the recessed slab waiting for the shower to come. The bathrooms, men's room, women's room, each have 4 appliances and 2 sinks. A utility room, and behind that, opening to the hallway beyond, is the office for the daycare. Just a little place for records and a desk and a chair. The end of the gallery here will be children's ministry, play area with a low wall for supervision. Parents will be able to watch from a low wall and drink their coffee while their kids run around. All these windows have been removed, so they've been boarded up for security and warmth, but the storefront systems are coming for that. Here's where our entrance from Ottawa will be. There'll be a vestibule right here, a door and a side light, and there'll be a check-in for our children's ministry right here. We'll go into children's ministry. There'll be a double door with security, and the first room on the left will be the infant nursery. There'll be a door here and a window, but it's kind of cool how the clear story windows allow natural light in, but still provide security for the littlest ones. And then there'll be a door here to a small nursing mom's room on the other side of this concrete block wall. If we go down the corridor, this space will be the toddler nursery, and there'll be a door and a window between the infant nursery and the toddler nursery, and then there'll be another window between the toddler nursery and the Kitchenette room. So our kids ages 3 through 2nd grade, at least as we envision them now, we might be able to expand that with the amount of space that we have here. But this room is really cool. It's got the old mid-century modern stone and zigzag sawtooth floor plan with these cool solid surface alcoves where I imagine kids are going to want to climb on those and read on these and maybe even sit on the edge of this little lip for a lesson. And then we will go through the storage room. There's a Jack and Jill storage room accessible from both sides into what we've been calling the Bible Bistro room, about 850 square feet of older children, youth, and meeting space here. There's also a Jack and Jill sensory room. We'll walk back through. There'll be partitions between these. Sensory room just for if a kid is on the ASD spectrum and needs a place to chill for a little while, hang out with one teacher or an older student they'll be able to have that quiet space, and that's accessible from both sides. And then a toilet room for just Kitchenette. So a teacher doesn't have to leave the space to take the child to the toilet, like happens now quite often in the middle of worship. Then this corridor goes back. There's another toilet off of the corridor, and there'll be a window and a door into the Bible Bistro room, again from the other side. And it's really cool. There'll be a door between the worship center and this corridor, again with security access, so a teacher and kids can be dismissed from worship and go directly into children's ministry without having to go back through the lobby. Here's the worship center, and you can kind of see the remains of the old bunker, we called it, which it was the electrical brains of the entire building here. We've moved the transformers away, kept drains and such because we needed that space for the worship center. You can start to see where the framing is for those back doors to worship. And in the middle here, there'll be a big 14-foot wide by 10-foot tall coiling shutter door on the middle of the back wall of the worship center. And then in this area is the tech booth. And in this area, you can see they've started laying out on the floor with these double lines the outline of the offices and the meeting room. There'll be a window from the meeting room to the worship center right about here. And then accessible near the sound booth, but separate, will be a live streaming editing room right here that will have a door and a window directly to the worship center. And this will be their view. Back here will be storage. I want to thank all the people that came to move the furniture that we had been given by Sunshine CRC and Spectrum Health. Too many S's. We got those all into a tractor trailer that Dave Weirsom was able to secure for us on a donated basis. And you can see it here. It's full of our stuff now. And that was very, very helpful because the construction crews were having to move our things for us almost every day as they're starting to get around and work in the ceilings of the space. So there you have it. Update in early February for construction progress at 1020 Monroe. Thanks, everyone.